The ayes to the right, 308. The noes to the left, 297.
Another defeat for the government, and perhaps the most significant to date. MPs demanding the Prime Minister come clean about a plan B for Brexit, should her deal be rejected next week. A measure of how difficult it might make things, the fury which greeted the Speaker's decision to hold the vote at all.
And I have never known any occasion when any Speaker has overruled a motion of the House of Commons.
His answer, he wasn't there to do the government's bidding when it came to tabling amendments.
My job is not to be a cheerleader for the executive branch. My job is to stand up for the rights of the House of Commons. And the Speaker will assuredly do so.
In extraordinary scenes, one senior Conservative then accused him of blatant bias.
For many of us, we will now have an unshakable conviction that the referee of our affairs is no longer neutral.
Dominic Grieve, whose amendment caused the furore, said it was vital politicians grasped how serious the situation had become.
The risk is that it's terribly convenient for everybody to kick the can down the road. The government kicks the can down the road, and perhaps even Parliament kicks the can down the road. It's wake-up time. We have a really serious problem, and we've got to try to do something to address it.
All of this procedural dance, if you like, is really about putting pressure on the government to say, OK, it's time for Plan B. The clock is ticking. You cannot keep postponing and postponing the inevitable. Your deal is not getting support, so what's Plan B?
MPs are finally set to vote on Theresa May's Brexit deal next Tuesday. If the government loses that vote, then today's amendment means the Prime Minister will have until Monday the 21st to say what she wants to happen next. That Plan B, whatever it is, could be amended by MPs with a series of indicative votes on alternative Brexit options, including a second referendum, no deal, or a softer Norway-style Brexit. Tonight, one cabinet minister weighed in, telling Robert Peston it was all the Speaker's fault.
Parliament makes its own rules. We then all abide by them. And what happened today was that the Speaker, instead of being the guardian of the rules, decided to unilaterally change the rules.
Meanwhile, the Prime Minister's charm offensive, inviting colleagues and their partners for drinks at number 10 to win them over, continues, but with little sign of success.
The drinks were lovely. The conversation was convivial. It was a very, very pleasant social occasion. But at the end of the day, I'm still going to vote against it.
Others were still celebrating Parliament, flexing its muscles today.
This is the start of almost like a guerrilla campaign, if you like, of Parliament using every available opportunity to say that it will not be prepared to accept no deal.
Not far away, the Prime Minister's Chief of Staff was hard at work with one objective, to persuade enough Tory MPs to fall into line. Libby Fina, News at 10, Westminster.